Welcome back to the official Thompson Resume Writing Company YouTube channel, where I share weekly tips and hints on how to update, refresh, and/or prepare your resume and LinkedIn profile for your job search, along with some career advice, some job search tips, and some personal stories of my own. I am Tamika Thompson. I am the owner and resume writer at Thompson Resume Writing Company, and I specialize in transforming bland, lackluster resumes and LinkedIn profiles into powerful selling tools that help corporate mid-level, management, and executive professionals land interviews 2 times faster in their job search and ultimately make them more money over the course of their careers. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and I'm so happy to have you here. I hope that you join my growing YouTube community by hitting the subscribe button below, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for staying in tune with my content. For this video, I am going to be giving you everything that you need to rally up, coordinate, gather, research, get together for you to ask for a promotion. Let's get right into it. So you've had a conversation with yourself and you've said, self, I'm ready to make more money. I'm ready for a title change. But you know what, self? I really don't feel like searching for a new job. I would rather stay with the company that I'm at and move up and advance, which means, self, I want a promotion. Meaning that you are ready to move up in the ranks. So maybe you've been at the company for quite some time, or maybe you just decided that you've mastered your current role and you're ready to move up, or you just simply need a change. You need something new. Or maybe you've been carrying the company on your back. Okay, you've been doing any and everything. You've been going above and beyond, and you have far exceeded your KPIs, your expectations, whatever it was that you were supposed to do. Either way, you're like, give me more money, okay? I need more coins, I need more green. Because typically, that's what comes with a promotion, right? First of all, the fact that you've gotten to this point and you are ready to ask for a raise and ask for a promotion, I love that for you. A lot of people don't realize this, but asking for a promotion or asking for a raise, it is hard. It is not easy. It is intimidating. And a lot of people will let the fear of getting rejected or being told no prevent them from asking for a promotion at all. I remember that one time where I asked for a promotion and I got everything together, everything that I'm going to talk about in this video, and I was still denied. So it's not easy to do. So the fact that you have mustered up the courage to even want to, I'm proud of you. Do you know how many people do not ask for a raise or a promotion? 44%. I did some research and I did some digging, and I found that 44% of employees or workers will not ask for a raise, will not ask for a promotion, even if they feel like they deserve it. And I hate that, because not only does it keep them underpaid, but it keeps them stuck. And who wants to be either or? I know I don't. And I don't want that for you either. I want you to advance. I want you to grow. And as you're doing that, I want you to make more money too. So before you march into your boss's office, with your coffee cup and, probably your lucky necklace or your lucky earrings, wearing your lucky underwear, whatever suits you, there is some groundwork that you have to do. You can't just walk in there and be asking for more money and asking for a promotion. It doesn't work like that. So without further ado, here are the things that you need in order to ask for a promotion or submit yourself for a promotion or pay raise. Number 1 on this list is a given, but you will be surprised how many people do not have it, especially when going for a promotion. Blows my mind. Is a current updated resume. Yes. So in order to apply for a position that's listed online, so especially if you're looking to move up internally or you're looking to go into another department, you are going to have to apply. I don't know why people don't think about this. So you are going to have a current update a resume that has your current position on it, as well as your job history. Now this may include other positions that you may have held within the company. So you're going to have maybe that first position that you started out with the company, the second one, and then your current one, or so on and so forth. So if you are applying to an internal position, whether it is a step up, so maybe you're a specialist and you're going into like a management role, or you're in one position and you're trying to go to a different department, you are going to need to apply to that position formally. And in order to do that, you are going to need a resume. And on that resume, you are going to want to include the ways in which you have impacted the company and what your value has been while you have been at the company. So think something major that you may have increased or decreased, or a special project that you worked on. And if you're not sure how to figure out what your value is, I did make a video on this that I posted to my channel a while ago, where I talk about how to communicate your value on your resume. Which coincidentally is a great segue into the second point that's in this video, and that is a list of your impact and your accomplishments. So while you've been in this position at the company, whether it's been for a year, 2 years, 5 years, whatever the term or the duration has been, what have you done while you've been there? Did you drastically cut the budget? Did you create a brand new process for something that saved, I don't know, a lot of time and a lot of money? Did you go in and did you fix something? Did you go in and did you launch something that significantly impacted the company in some sort of way? As an example, I'll use myself as an example. In a lot of my positions, I've been in charge of launching entire online brands and online presence for companies completely from the ground up and from scratch. So that means building their social media profiles, either building or rebuilding websites, launching blogs, creating content strategies, etc. So when you came in the door, was there something that was not there originally that you came up with and that you launched and you saw it through, and now it's this great thing that's either bringing in revenue, bringing in new clients, cutting time, saving time? Did you build a new team? Was there a special project that you were on? So maybe you were in charge of rebranding the entire company, right? So maybe you worked with a design firm with new designs and a new logo and a new color scheme. Did you receive any awards or any recognition while you were there? Were you awarded Employee of the Month 8 times while you were there? Were you awarded Salesperson of the Year? And that's a super prestigious award that only one salesperson out of like 800 salespeople get. Showing the ways in which you have helped to make the company better, or the strides that you've taken to help make the company better, or any awards or any recognition that you receive for just being awesome at your job, going above and beyond, exceeding something, or really knocking something out of the park makes a big difference. So when going for a promotion, you want to definitely show how you have already been successful in your current role where you are before moving forward or moving on to something different. So what you want to do is maybe take out a sheet of paper or open a Microsoft Word doc, or take out like the notepad app on your phone, iPhone, Android, whatever you have, and just kind of think through some of the things that you have accomplished while you were there and how it's impacted the company, and anything that you've been given, even if it's just like a certificate, if it's been an award, recognition, badges, or anything of that sort. And keep in mind that there's no such thing as a big accomplishment versus a smaller accomplishment. An accomplishment is an accomplishment, and if it's something that you have achieved, put it on that list. Number 3 is past performance reviews. So you definitely want to show how well you've been doing in your current role. So if you've held this position for 3 years and your past 3 performance reviews have been stellar, you've been meeting or exceeding your expectations, or you have just constantly been getting a lot of praise and a lot of kudos for how well you do your job. Like, hey, I've been killing it in my current role. All of my numbers are good. I'm getting all 3s or all 5s or all 7s or whatever the number scale is in all of these areas. I have mastered my work and I am amazing at what I do. I am ready for something new. I'm ready for a new challenge. In your performance reviews, if you have gone above and beyond, or you have demonstrated exemplary abilities and skills and competencies, you absolutely want to mention that. Also, in your performance reviews, it should show the ways in which you have improved and gotten better at your job over time, which is something that they really want to see. So in terms of advancement and moving upwards, they really want to see that you have mastered your current job and that you have it down packed in order to be able to move up to the next level. Lastly, on your performance reviews, it should show how your performance or how the things that you've done have impacted the company or at least impacted the department. So maybe there's a new organization system that you designed and that you came up with, and it makes your entire team's lives way easier. They can find documents easier. Documenting accounts is way easier. Maybe searching for something is easier, right? So if there's something that you have done that has benefited either the department, the company, your team members, maybe even your manager or your boss, you absolutely want to highlight that. Next on this list is the most important part, and that is numbers. Okay, we need to see the proof. So if you can find a spreadsheet, a report, or any kind of data that quantifies or shows the measurable outcome or success of what you've done, you need to find it. When it comes to showing the impact of your work, this is especially important. So if you're saying that you have, increased or let's say decreased spending by 23%, then you need to pull some sort of a report that confirms that. So maybe you need to dig into some sort of a system or some sort of a program, whatever it is that you use to show that you were able to decrease spending. Maybe it's receipts or some sort of a statement, anything that actually tangibly backs up what it is that you're saying. And also what you'll want to do is dig up reports and information and data that shows what things were, if you can find them of course, what things were before you came on board. So if you're able to pull a report that is like a year before you got there and the year after you got there, and the trends and the numbers are all going down, showing that you decrease costs, then that is awesome. And that's exactly what you need to back up that claim. Because remember, it's one thing to say what you've done, it's another thing to actually show it. So bringing in some sort of a report, bringing in some sort of an outline or some sort of a Excel spreadsheet or something like that that can actually show the impact that you've had or illustrate the impact that you've had will go over much better than just simply saying it. So when you're in that meeting, you can say, yes, and by the way, here was the spending the year before I got here, and as you can see, once I came on board and did A, B, C, D, E, F, G, now our spending is down 23%, and then you can show them the Excel spreadsheet or the report that shows what it is now since you've been there after all of the efforts that you've been doing, and that is such a boss move. When it comes to digging up data and finding reports and things of that sort, you'll want to dig into the systems and the programs that you use. If you do not have direct access, you can always ask your boss or ask your manager for that information if you aren't able to access it on your own. And you should be able to have no problem getting it. Next on this list is kudos and recognition from your peers or maybe from your manager. A lot of people don't realize this, but relationships and affiliations play a big part in whether you are able to get promoted or not. And it's not necessarily about who you're friends with or anything like that. It's about who you've helped. It's about who you've impacted. It's about who you've built a solid understanding with by supporting them or working directly with them, making their lives easier, bringing new ideas to the table, and so on and so forth. So let's say you're on a sales team and you came out with a sales checklist that helped your entire team minimize errors by 3%. If you can get an email from a team member or all of your team members saying, yeah, Clarissa created this amazing checklist for us and it was such a big impact because it helped me, remember to do this, or help me not do more of that, or help me, not make this mistake, and so on and so forth. And if you can get that same type of response or that information from your manager saying, hey, yeah, Clarissa took the initiative and made this checklist and it made the team perform so much better. Or maybe you worked with your team to develop something or create something and you really took the lead or you really took charge and really helped everybody out on the team. This is not saying that you have to be buddy-buddy with everybody, but you should at least have solid working relationships with your team members and other departments to where once you are going for a promotion, if you reach out to them and say, hey, such and such, would you mind giving me maybe a recommendation or, writing some sort of a statement for me. If you have a good relationship with them and you've brought value to that relationship, you've helped them, supported them, whatever, they should have no problem writing down a few kind words or a nice solid paragraph of kind words to say about you. And you can present that to your boss in saying, not only have I impacted the company, but I'm also impacting all of these people around me. And you never know who your boss is going to go to for a second opinion or to get like some confirmation from, right? So we all know when you go for a promotion, it's very seldom just one person making the decision. It typically tends to be a team of people. So imagine 8 people sitting at a table, and all of those 8 people have really nice, kind, positive things to say about you. It works in your favor. So if you have any kudos, any, thanks for helping me out, or any type of kind words, any type of statements from your team members or from supporting teams, different departments, whatever, go ahead and gather that and get that together. Last on this list is future or forward-thinking plans if you are given or if you are granted the promotion. So maybe in your role, there's some opportunity for growth. Maybe there's something that can be done better. Maybe there's something new that can be built for enhanced success or added success. And only if you get this promotion, you are able to take care of that. Or maybe you're figuring out this is what the company needs next. So maybe a new campaign needs to be launched, and I keep using myself as an example with marketing, but maybe there's a new campaign that can be developed that can bring in more money. Maybe there's something that can be launched that can help something else. Have a plan for the future. What is something that you're noticing that you would like to fix? What is something that the company should be like on the forefront of, right? So what's next that you can handle, that you can come in and tackle like the bad boss chick or man that you are? What are the ways that you can level them up if and only if you get this promotion? So it's like, hey, I've mastered my job. I'm really good at this. I have all these statements from my team members showing how amazing I am, how I help them, how I support them, how I have made their lives easier. My performance reviews are on point. I've noticed that our department or our company needs to start working on this. Maybe this thing is super important. Maybe it's a new technology or a new system that needs to be implemented. Maybe it's a new process that needs to be rolled out to decrease something or increase something else. And you are more than willing and happy to be able to do that if, only if, you get this promotion. So not only are you saying, hey, I've been great at my job, I've been exceeding in this, I've been doing great at this, I've noticed A, B, C, or I would really like to work on, E, F, G, if I am able to receive this promotion. So you're not going in there, you are kind of going in there bragging about yourself, but you're also saying, hey, here's more value that I can bring to the company if I am able to receive this promotion along with this pay increase, or if I'm able to receive this raise. Now, with all of that being said, here are some things to keep in mind. Number one is that they can say no, right? You can go in there with all of the items on this list and you can still possibly get turned down. Understand that if you do get turned down, it's okay. There are a number of reasons why a promotion or a raise is denied, and if you are denied or rejected for it, your boss or your manager should be able to communicate that with you. 2 is that you may not get a yes right away. So it's after you lay all of that information out and you present it in the meeting, they're not just gonna go, yes, so-and-so, yes, we're gonna give you more money, you're gonna get this title effective immediately. No, they tend to take some time to review everything that you've presented. They consult with other people. It may be a week or 2 or maybe even longer before you hear back. Just remember to follow up each week or so, or ask when you can expect to receive some sort of a word back on whether it's going to be a yes or a no. Number 3 is to please have a figure in mind. So if you're going for an internal position, there may already be some salary information available and you may already know what that figure is going to be. But if you're asking for a raise, know the number that you want to receive and make sure that you include it with all of that information that I just listed in this video. Don't go in there saying, hey, I want a raise. And when they say, okay, well, how much were you thinking? I'm not sure. No, do your research, do your digging, and figure out how much you should be making based on your experience, based on your education, and also consider the time that you have been with the company and all of the value that you have already brought to the table. And then last but not least, ask yourself if you plan to stay if they do say no. So again, things don't always go perfect, right? So you can say all of that information and they can still tell you no. Are you okay with still working at that company if they tell you no, if they deny your promotion or if they deny your raise? Or would you be ready to chuck the deuces and hit the job search streets? Something to consider. If you are planning to go for a promotion or you are going for a promotion very soon, I hope that you found this video helpful. Was there anything on this list that surprised you, that you didn't know that you should put together or gather? If so, go ahead and put it in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end of this video. Need of a resume, maybe you're thinking of going for a promotion or an internal position, I would love to help you put your resume together. Feel free to email me directly at hello@thompsonresumes.com. You can also visit my website at www.thompsonresumes.com. For more resume, job search, LinkedIn, and career tips, feel free to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is @_Mika Thompson, and you can connect with me on LinkedIn. My profile name is Tamika Thompson, and you can also subscribe to my email list, and the link is in the description box below. If you have not subscribed to my channel but you love this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. And of course, if you found it helpful, if the information that was shared, you liked it and you feel as though you are going to use it, go ahead and hit the like button as well. And thank you again for watching. I will see you next week with another helpful video. Bye, you guys.